Hello everyone, I welcome you all on programming using Python MCA third semester course. In the last sessions we have discussed with the combining of arithmetic relational operators and Boolean operators. So with respect to combining, the arithmetic operator will take a higher precedence, and then next it is a relational operator, and next it is a Boolean operators. So this is with respect to number we have taught with respect to the comparisons and whether checking the Boolean operations. Next we have gone with the string comparisons. So the string comparison is based on the integer value of the strings by the encoding schema which is referred by the ASCII formats. So after the string comparisons we have discussed with the selecting the which statement to be get executed. So that is decision making. So the first decision making statement it is if. So with respect to if we have studied the general format of it and the flowchart of it. After that if else we have seen. So in this sessions let us continue with the if else and general format and then flowchart of it. So the if else general format is if condition, take a indent space, if block, so next else. So you need to write this if part in similar indentation, that is it should be matches, because this if block will end with this else, or this else is for this if conditions. So this is how we are going to write, this is the general form of your if and else clause. So you can write the same thing with respect to another way. If so this is the conditions. If this condition is satisfied, then execute this if block. Okay, if this condition is satisfied, then execute this if block. If not, condition you need to execute else block. So you can write either like this, or this is the similar way we are writing it. So if this is condition is satisfied, then this if block will be executed. If this condition is not satisfied, then the else part will be get executed. So similar way, if the condition is satisfied, then if block will be executed. If this not condition is executed, means if this condition is not satisfied, then we are going with this, that is if not condition, then the else block will be get executed. So let's take the flow chart of it. So diamond shape represents the decision making or a condition checking. So with respect to this we have given a condition. So when the condition is get true, the code which is inside if body will be get executed. The code which is inside the if body will be get evaluated. If it is false, if the condition will become false, then the code which is present in else body will be get executed. So this is what it will going to execute. So when the condition true, it going to evaluate the code which is present in if body, means this part. If the condition will false, then the which is present in else part, that will be going to executed in a Python. Okay. With respect to if else, and if statements can have at most one else clause, and it has to be a final clause in the statement. So okay, with respect to else, you can note that there is no condition which is associated with the else clause. So there is no condition which is associated with the else clause. So let's give a example with respect to if else clause. So here I am checking whether a given number is even or odd. Okay. So let us take a variable as num. So it will going to show the value of number which is entered by keyboard. Open parenthesis, you should match with closing parenthesis. So after executing this, I will get a prompt as enter a number. So I need to enter a value for that. So assume that value it is 25. So now I need to check whether this number it is even or odd. I am using if statement. If num, so what is the condition or the logic for finding whether a given number is even or odd? So here if I use modulus operator, so it will going to give a remainder, right? So based on that I can calculate that whether a given number is even or odd. Number modulus of 2 equal to 0. Okay. So if the number modulus of 2 is equal to 0, okay, then take a tab, print okay, then it will come. So else, take a tab, print okay. Let's start with here. So number, so that Python will going to evaluate this statement, that is input enter a number. So number 25 it is entered and that will be converted to integer type, and that value will be assigned to a variable called num. So after that, then this statement will be get evaluated if num modulus of 2 which is equal to 0. Yes. So with respect to this, so the operation will be performed from left to right? So when comparing this modulus operator and the equals double equals operator, so which has a highest precedence, that is arithmetic operator has a highest precedence, so that your modulus operator will be performed first. So that number, so instead of number, the value of number will be replaced. So here the value of num variable, it is 25, that will be replaced with this num variable, so that 25 modulus of 2. Okay, so whatever the output, it is stored here itself, and then that will be compared with the remaining operation, that will be equal to 0. It is not equal to 0 because that when we divide a 25 modulus of 2, so we will get a output as 1, right? So means a remainder, it is here 1. So 1, it is not equal to 0, then the block of statement which is present in this if condition is not going to execute it because the condition is not satisfied. So then the else part will be going to execute it. So with respect to else, there is no condition to check. It simply prints a print num is a odd. So that when I get executed, I will get output as 25 is odd. Okay, this is how the if and else will be going to work. Just take another value with respect to even or odd. Assume that I have taken a value as 150. Okay, so 150 is even number, right? So that when it comes to if condition, yes, 150 modulus of 2, it will become 0 and 0 will be compared with 0. Yes, the condition is true, and this the block which is if condition is satisfied block, that will be going to execute it. That is, it going to print 150 is even. Okay, when value is changes with respect to number, then the output will be changes. So let's write one more example. So like this, you can check whether a given number is positive or not. Write a Python program to check whether a given number is divisible by 5 and 11. So you need to check the given number is divisible by 5 and 11. So with respect to this, here I need to satisfy with the two conditions, that is the number should be divisible by 5 and as well as number should be divisible by 11. So I need to go with the two conditions should be satisfied, so that I can use AND operator to execute this condition. So let us take with a value variable. So input enter a number. Okay, so assume that I have given a 88. Okay, 88. Then I need to check this value can be divisible by both 5 and 11. For that, if this value, okay, value, so once again I am here using modulus operator, divisible by 0, yes, okay. So when this condition is true, so that I can evaluate the next condition. So if the value of value modulus of 5 it is 0, then yes, the value can be divisible by 5, and also I need to check the number should be divisible by 11, so that value modulus of 11 that is equal to 0. Okay, then if it is both the condition is true, then I need to go with, take a tab, print the number means value is divisible by, I am continuing here itself because of the space constants. Okay. If it is not, if this condition is false, else take a next new line, take a tab, print and 11. Okay, so let us start with the execute from here. So I am just entering the value for the value variable, it is 88. So after that the if condition will be get evaluated. First it going to check that whether value modulus of 5, yes, that is equal to 0. So when with respect to this value here it is 88 modulus of 5. So I will get a answer as 3, right? So I will get output as 3. So 3 is not equal to 0. Here the condition will become false. Okay, and after that the next operand which is present at AND operator, that is this will be get evaluated, that value modulus of 11 equal to 0. Then 88 modulus of 11, yes, so this will become 0 equal to 0. The condition is true when with respect to AND operator, when either of the operand, that is left or right, get a false, then automatically the condition will become false, or the output will going to produce a false, and this statement will become false. Okay, when the whole condition will become false, then the else part will be get evaluated. So else part means print the number 88 is not divisible by 5 and 11 will be going to printed. So after executing this statement, so after this I will get output as, because it is ended here, the if condition is ends here. So after pressing this is the blank line. So after this I will the condition is false, then the false part will be going to print the number 88 is not divisible by 5 and 11. Okay, so this is how it will going to evaluate. Consider, so this is with respect to else part. Now consider the value if it is 55. So then I will rub this also. So the value will be 55 now, then 55 modulus of 5, 0, and this will be going to compared with a value called 0. Yes, both condition is satisfied, so we will get output as true. And next this operation will be performed, that is value means 55 modulus of 11, it's 0, then that will be compared with 0. Yes, this condition is also true. With respect to AND operator, when both left hand side and right hand side operators are true, then we will get output as true. Okay, when the condition, this whole condition will become true, then the content which is present in if block, this is these things. So this will be get executed, that is the number 55 is divisible by 5 and 11. So the output will be the number 55 is divisible by 5 and 11. This is how you are going to get the output with if and else clause. So you can observe that when we are representing with respect to strings, here we are going to represent a plus symbol. Okay, so when we are taking a value of strings, we are going to use plus symbol either of the side. Okay, when we are considering values, means numeric, so we need to put just comma to print that value. Okay, so far we have done with only numeric part. So let's go with strings comparison with respect to if and else. So I am checking that whether a given string is present in a already given strings, or I am just checking the given string is present in another string by using a in operator. String 1. So here I am taking an input, enter a string. So after this I will get output enter a string. So here I am going to write hello everyone, hello everyone, this is I am just continuing because of the space. This is a course of learning Python basics. Okay. So after that I just entered it, then I am taking an input from keyboard to check I am taking an input from keyboard whether this string is present in a previous string. Input enter a such string. So here I am taking example as Python. Okay, search string, here it is Python. So now I am going to check the condition if string. So I need to check with string 2 is present in a string 1, so that string 2 in operator then string 1. Okay, so string 2 in a string 1. If this string is present in a string 1, then tab space, print the search string plus str2, okay, plus str. So here I am concatenating the strings with the value string. I am continuing here is present, okay. So if this is not present, then I need to go with else. Take a tab, print I am continuing here is not present. Okay, so after that I am just taking enter. So this is the end of the if block. Then let's start with stressing. Okay, so first I am going to enter the string. The string will contain hello everyone, this is the course of learning Python basics. So after that I am taking an input for the search string. So the input string it is Python. Then I need to check a condition, that is if string 2, the string 2 here it is Python, yes. So Python in string 1, that is this string. So I need to check with this string, yes. The entered value is Python search string is present in a given string. Then I am going to get output as this, the search. So because of line space constraints I am continuing here, okay. So I will get output as the search string. What is the string? String 2. So string 2 it is Python. Python is present. Okay, this is how I will get a output. In case if the search string here it is capital P, then a Python, okay. Then the condition will be checked if the string 2 in a string 1, right. The string 2 which is present, that is Python, it's not in a string 1, then the else part will be going to evaluate it, that is the search string Python is not in a given string, because with respect to Python it is a case sensitive. So the uppercase P and lowercase p has a difference value. When we are passing a Python as a P capital, then we will get output as the search string Python is not present. So here I will get output as Python is not present, okay. Sometimes there may be a situations where a single decision is not sufficient. There may be a multiple criteria to examine. There may be a couple of other things should be considered when we are evaluating the things. So the decision is not based on a single, or a single decision is not a sufficient, so that we have a multiple criteria to examine the things or examine the situations. So to handle this, we have a number of ways. So one way, it is using a multiple if statement. Let us consider a example with respect to the pH level, whether the pH level it is acidic or a basics. If it is basic, we need to print a different messages based on the pH value. So let's write a program. pH, I am taking an input from keyboard. pH float input enter pH, enter the pH level. So after this, I will get output as enter pH level. So I am just entering it as a 8.5. Okay. Then I need to go with multiple if statements, because I am not going to consider only the one conditions. Okay. So if pH, this pH it is less than 7.0, if this is a less than the 7, then I need to evaluate or I need to print this statement. That means pH is a acidic. So in the last session also we have discussed this example with respect to this example. Okay, pH is acidic. So this is the end of this if. Then I am taking one more condition with respect to pH. If it is pH is greater than 7.0, then take a tab, print pH is basic. Okay. So this is the end of this if. So with respect to this, I have not written output. So let's start evaluating the code. So first we are going to enter a value for this pH variable, that is 8.5, and the next statement we are going to check whether this pH value it is less than 7. So here the pH value it is 8.5. So I am going to compare it is less than the 7. No, the condition is false. Then it not going to evaluate this if block, and then I need to check whether the pH is greater than 7. Yes. So if the pH is greater than 7.0, yeah, yes, the value of pH it is 8.5 and this condition is true, and I will get the output as 8.5 is basic. Okay, so this is how we can give a multiple if statements when the one condition is not should be satisfied. Okay, note that both conditions are always evaluated even only one of the blocks is executed. So you just observe that, right? So this block also executed and this block also executed if only we are working with only one block of code. So let's write the flowchart for this. pH is less than 7.0, pH is greater than 7.0. Okay, so with respect to less than 0 means true, it going to print it is acidic, means if block will be get executed. Okay, and here it going to end the sentence. Then if this condition is false, means pH is less than 7, then it will going to evaluate the next if condition, that is pH is greater than 7, then if this is the true, then if block 2 will be get executed. So this is how the data will be flows in a multiple if statements. Is it clear? Okay, you have entered to a dosa shop. Okay, you are going to order a masala dosa. So in a dosa shop, you will have a different varieties of dosas, right? Plain dosa, set dosa, rava dosa, masala dosa, all those things, and set masala, rava dosa, all those things we are going to receive. So you have a number of conditions, right? So which one to serve? Based on that, we are going to write the code. Order equal to, so input, enter your order. Okay. It is masala dosa. So I'm just checking if order equal to plain dosa. Okay, if this is the plain dosa, print, I'm taking a space, print, serve the plain dosa. Yes, serve plain dosa. Okay, so here it is, this condition is ended. Then I'm checking if order equal to set dosa, taking one space, print, server set dosa. So end of this if, I am checking whether the order is rava dosa, okay, I am continuing here. If order equal to masala dosa, space, here it is, print, server masala dosa. If order equal to set masala, print, serve set masala. Okay, so based on multiple if condition, I am checking whether the given order it is any of this dosas. If this specified dosa is order, then it will be going to serve a particular condition true order. Okay, so let's start with the tracing. So first you are going to enter the order, that is masala dosa. So then you are going to check with this condition if order equal to plain dosa, no, it's not plain dosa. I have ordered masala dosa. So this condition is false. So then it will come to this. Okay, so first it will going to evaluated, then it comes to next if, that is if order equal to set dosa, no, condition is false. Then it will move to the next if condition. If order equal to rava dosa, no, we are not ordered rava dosa. Then it will move to the next, that is here. Okay, if order equal to masala dosa, yes, we have ordered the masala dosa and it going to print a sarva masala dosa. Okay, then it going to check this also. Okay, if order equal to set masala, no, we have not ordered a set masala, but when all these conditions are executed, at the meantime we will get output as sarva masala dosa here itself. So before entering this, I will get output as here only I will get output as sarva masala dosa. It not going to enter this statement. Before that I will get evaluated this statement, I will get output as sarva masala dosa. After that once again it going to check that if order equal to set masala, then print sarva set masala. But when this block of code is get executed, if order equal to masala dosa, then only it going to print it immediately. So this is how for each and every if conditions it going to check that whether this condition is satisfied, this condition is satisfied or not. So this is how we can check with multiple conditions, so that you can use number of if. Can merge both the cases by adding another conditions, because we have seen so many things, so many if, right? So we can merge all these things by using a pair we called as a keyword called as a el if, that is else if. This is the keyword. You can perform the merge for both cases by adding another condition, that is block pair we can add it. Okay, so what is the difference between the if else and the if condition is, so when with respect to if else, when the previous if condition is false, then the next immediate of it will be get evaluated. Okay, let us go with the flow chart of this if else. This is the condition. This is the case true, and this will be get evaluated, and if it is false, if this condition false, then it will come to here and is going to, if it is true, this will be evaluated. If this is false, then it will go with other remaining statements. So this is how your if else will be evaluated. So first, if this condition is true, then the true block will be get evaluated. If it is this false, then it will come for next condition, that is next else if condition. Then that is true, then it will going to execute its part. Otherwise, it going to execute the remaining parts. So let's go with the previous example, that is pH level. Okay. So assume that the pH value it is 8.5. So in the last example we have gone with same thing. So here I am using if else ELIF. If pH is less than 7.0, print pH is acidic. Okay, I need to check one more thing, right? If it is greater than 7, so that ELIF pH greater than 7.0, then take a tab, print pH is basic. Okay, so this is a end of this if and else if. Then I will get output as 8.5 is basic. Instead of writing multiple if statements, we can go with if and else if. Okay, if the pH value is exactly 7.0, neither of the classes matches. This is because it is less than 0 and this is greater than 0. Nothing should be get printed. And if two conditions are related, we can use a if or a if else instead of number of ifs. Okay. So I am just replacing that. How we can go with else if. Okay. So if I order this, I need to get print a statements, or else I am just checking that else if order equal to set dosa, then print, then or else if order a rava dosa, okay, then else if I need to go with sarva masal dosa. Okay, after that I am checking one more condition, that is else if it is set masala, then this. So here with respect to this it ends here. So I will start with if order equal to plain dosa, then it is going to serve a plain dosa, or else it is going to check with else if order equal to set dosa, then it is going to print a or it is going to serve a set dosa, or else it is going to check with the else if part. Else if order equal to rava dosa, then it is going to print a serve a rava dosa, and this condition is not satisfied, then it will going to move with else if order equal to masal dosa, print serve a masal dosa. Then if this is not the case, then it will move to the next statement, that is order equal to set masala, and it going to print a set masala. So with respect to this code, we have ordered a masal dosa, so that this condition is not satisfied, then it moved to the if else part. Then this is not true, then it moved next else if statement, that is rava dosa. So it's not true, then it moved to the next else if, that is masal dosa. Yes, this condition is true and this will be get evaluated. Okay, so when this statement is get evaluated, not going to continue with the next. So that when this statement is get evaluated, I will get output as sarva masala dosa. So this is how we can use, instead of multiple if statements, we can use else if in a if conditions. So we can saw that if none of the condition, okay, if none of the condition is satisfied, so we have not ordered plain dosa, set dosa, or rava dosa, or masala dosa, set dosas. So we need to print something, right? Okay, so that we can use a else clause here. So at this end of this time we can add a else, so that if any one of the condition is not satisfied, it is going to print that the order cannot be processed. If I ordered Pani Puri, none of this condition is going to evaluate it. I will get output as else part will be get evaluated, means your order cannot be processed because it is a dosa camp, so you cannot get a Pani Puri in that order. Okay, like that we can give more number of examples by grading. If you can set a grade for that particular students, and you can print whether a given grade it is a grade, B grade, C grade and all. So with this I am going to end today's sessions. Before that, just recall the things we have in this session. We have studied if else and multiple ifs and if else if. Thank you.